Hey everybody, this is Kevin Davidson, your host for Kevin's Corner Real Estate from a Marketing Perspective, and this is episode number 112. I see it every episode. We're climbing up there. I won't get to 150 by the end of the year, but we'll be close. This episode is going to be special for me because I have some new friends. So I'll introduce them to you in just a minute, and then I'll have an agent on after we're done with these fine folks. Today we're going to talk to some builders, but first I have to make sure and thank my area president, Jennifer Smidas, Mike Snyder, the sales manager, Caitlin Cornick, Devon, Van Wynn, Gracie Lagos, and Ms. Melissa Caruso are escrow officers in both the Sugar Land and Richmond offices, as well as everybody that works for us. If it wasn't for you guys, I would not be able to do this podcast. And if you subscribe and you watch the podcast regularly and you are an agent or a vendor that operates in the Fort Bend County area and you want to be on the podcast, give me a call, 832-654-0527, or email me at kevin.davidson@stewart.com. So let's get started with episode number 112. This is Alvina and Jason from A&J Builders. I just met you guys last week via video conference through a mutual friend of ours. Hey, Effie, how you doing? Effie Best. Everybody knows Effie. I'm sure she's going to be watching this. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows Effie Best. And she introduced us, and I'm grateful for that because now we have a great working relationship. Right. But why don't you introduce yourselves first and tell everybody who you are?
Sure. My name is Alvina Taylor. I have started as a realtor, and we went from being a realtor to a builder.
Hi, I'm Jason.
And you're currently an agent as well,
I
right?
am,
Yep.
yes.
I am Jason Taylor. I'm currently a builder in the state of Texas. My wife, my partner, is a licensed real estate agent, also an accountant. So she really keeps the books in order, and also being able to keep us organized by her accounting background and the realtor background to be able to, scout out land for us, survey and compare pricing, and give us competitive wages to be able to be a competitive builder here in Texas.
So, quick question. So, you're a husband and wife team. You own A&J Builders. You build homes, and you're a real estate agent.
Yes.
Do you have other clients that don't buy your new build homes that you can help too?
Yes, I do. I also get clients from leads, from referrals, and I act as a complete full realtor even if they're not buying our homes.
And are you the broker or are you with a brokerage?
I'm with a brokerage called LPT.
Oh, I know. Everybody's moving to LPT
Everybody's
right now.
moving to LPT.
Yeah, okay. So I've heard of LPT.
Mm-hmm.
So let's tell everybody a little bit about you guys.
Sure.
How long you been married?
We've been married 17 years. We are from Michigan. We've been in
We
Texas.
won't hold that against them. Go ahead.
We've been in Texas for 12 years now. We have 3 kids. We have our oldest, he's 23. We have our middle, she'll be 16. And then we have a younger one that's 14.
Okay. All right. And what were you guys doing before you decided to be a realtor and own A&J Builders?
So, like Jason said, I've been in finance for a little over 20 years.
Okay.
I've worked with oil and gas companies, chemical companies. Before moving here, I was in the automotive industry.
What part?
Detroit.
Okay, let me rephrase that. What part of the industry?
The automotive industry.
Yeah, what were you doing?
So the plant that I worked for built automobiles.
The whole car?
Yeah.
So I spent 9 years of my life working for TrueStar Incorporated, which was a brokerage that negotiated car parts prices from the manufacturers and sold them to the warehouse distributors.
Oh, okay.
So,
I worked for a company called Celine. I don't know if you remember Celine Mustang.
It was like the fast souped up Mustang.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like a trim line Celine that a Ford that was built back in the from 1995 to 2000.
They also used to race them as well.
Yeah,
Okay. And what were you doing before you?
So I moved to Houston as a chef. I went to culinary school. I came down here with a model of building a food truck. to be able to serve so it was called All Seasons. And All Seasons came about because we wanted to serve different items daily, so we wanted to get used to the same product. So when I moved down here in 2013, we had a food truck called All Season Mobile. We eventually met a pastor at a church that incorporated our food truck at the church.
Mm-hmm.
So which actually gave us notoriety around Houston. So we was able to sell out pretty fast all around Houston. And one day my wife had a vision, and she's visionary for us, about us selling cars. So I think this was sometime around Hurricane Harvey. They had everyone was losing cars, so we ended up having a food truck and a car dealership.
Really?
Car dealership, yes, sir. And again, it's her idea. We started to think, well, we're gonna sell a few cars a month. Had a food truck going, and that turned into a full-fledged
Used car
dealership
Mm-hmm.
with the food truck. So before I actually got into building another one of her brilliant adventures,
He's giving her credit for everything on camera.
I was like a used car salesman, which, you know, it was
a good business.
It's a good business, but I really enjoy cooking. I'm a licensed chef, so my passion was cooking. So that's what I done up until she had a vision on Black Friday 4 years ago to be a builder.
So, why did you decide to build homes instead of just being a real estate agent?
So I never really wanted to be a real estate agent.
Okay.
What Jason's speaking of is on Black Friday, I was laying in a bed and I said I want to do something that changed generational wealth.
Mm-hmm.
And we did the automotive industry, the used car dealership. We have done restaurants and food trucks. I've been in corporate America for over 20 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing I could think of was real estate. So it had been brewing, and I was laying in the bed. It was about 11 p.m. at night on Black Friday. And I strolled through my phone, and it said, you have 10 minutes to catch this sale at Champions Real Estate School.
Oh, okay.
And that was the only way I can see us getting started into real estate, because we didn't know. I didn't know how to be a builder. I didn't know the first thing. My husband can't build a doghouse. He's not good at that. So he was not good at that. So I went and I pushed a button and paid for my class to be a realtor. I finished the class in 5 weeks, passed my real estate exam on the first try, and I think I have 6 deals that year. And we just started. Jason went to school to get his contractor's license, his builder's license, and we just hit the ground running. We're like, we're going to figure it out one way or another. We went to Angleton and we were looking for land.
So one of the main things that I always focus on is when I first met her, she always wanted to own an apartment building. That goes
Years
back
ago.
to years ago, she always wanted an apartment building. So Alvina really wanted to be a broker. She never really wanted to be a real estate agent.
Mm-hmm.
And when we thought about fixing flips, and then I wanted to come into. So once she gave me a vision, I go with it. And I said, well, let's do new construction. Let's just get out here and look at some land. So I found this area that we really, really successful right now in Angleton. A lot of people looked like, this is far. Like,
Look past it, yeah.
And I said, listen, this is it. This is where we need to go. You know, everybody who had visions of most builders and most people I know in real estate was building duplexes and triplexes in the inner city of Houston, which has become a very saturated area with duplexes, where it's hard to, you know, everyone, they popping up all around. So I'm like, if we go to Angleton, we can build single family homes and give them land.
On a whole acre of land.
On a whole acre of land. And one thing I know about us is we like to give people our vision for what we want.
Mm-hmm.
So when we build, I wanted to build a custom product. So even what most builders consider their baseline, their upgrade is our custom.
Mm-hmm.
It's our baseline.
It's just our baseline. So when you come in, they already got water ceilings. All our homes already come custom. So we had the vision to be able to give people what they wanted at affordable price and with land attached. And I told her, if we can do this the right way, we'll be very successful at it.
Mm-hmm.
And now we stand here about 18 months after we broke ground on our first
first
custom home. And we have completed 3 custom builds sold. They bought and sold 3 custom
Built.
built
Sold and closed.
and closed.
Wow.
And 2 more in the
And
contract.
2 more in the contract in Angleton, but also now we have the 3rd ward duplexes, we have the 5th ward duplex, we have Sunnyside duplexes, and also the 81 unit contract that I was speaking
Yeah.
about earlier today out of the city of Houston. So this has been a very eventful, thankful, prayful last 48 months, but we're happy. I'm diligently happy that I'm able to impact people's lives with the homes we're building.
So, who is your client? Who? Tell everybody what your target market is. Who do you want to work with?
So the interesting thing about us is that I don't mind the client because I want to be the vision for every client. But who we have been so far coming across are been people who wants to live in the country but have a city type home. So you know, mostly people, when they see our homes, they say, well, this don't like homes that you find in the country, like homes you find in Pearland or Manville or Sugar Land. So what we did, we designed homes that we feel like, okay, this home can, the same home you'll see there, it can be here, but you'll have land. So we have targeted people that wants to live in the country, but want to have a great city feel type home that's custom, where just because you're in the country and getting the land don't mean you can't get a great house to live in.
Mm-hmm. So can, like, if someone's watching this podcast, can anybody just call you up and say, hey, can you build me a house?
Well, they will call her Alvina first.
Alvina.
They'll give her a call. Generally, like, as of yesterday, they'll give her a call and say, look, we seen you own this lot on 281 Brahmins Trail. Well, can we build on that? I said, well, we can build you whatever you want. We can sit you down with our architect. You can design your own home, whether it's 2, 3, 4 bedrooms, no matter if you want a game room, theater room, vaulted ceilings, no vaulted ceilings, high roof, 3-car garage, swimming pool, Generac services.
And we also build on your land.
Yeah.
So if you have your
Okay.
own land that you already own, we could build your dream house on your land.
So your customers aren't limited to just where you guys are
That's
building.
Yeah.
They can have their own land and you guys will come to them and build.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
correct.
sir.
Very,
We have
very
a
nice.
few duplexes in the city that we are building on their land.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we worked with them to design their duplex with our architecture and myself, and we go through everything that their heart desire that they want on their property, and we execute that.
Yeah.
Awesome. What is the, do they finance the build? Do they pay cash? Do they go through you? Do you have relationships with vendors and mortgage companies? How does that work?
Well, we have all different sources of how we get through this process. We do in-house, we do cash deals, we work with the preferred lenders, we do builder construction loans, we do anything you can think of.
So what thankfully, we definitely run across the last 3 deals where they came with their own finance or they paid cash. But we do have a preferred lender that works with 600 to 800 credit, first-time home buyers. We have down payment assistance programs for first-time home buyers. So we have it set up where if you want a home, no matter how big or small, no matter what the credit situation is or the financial situation is, we will work you guys through the process to get it done.
And does A&J Builders, is that home that I'm buying for you to build, is that an A&J home, or do you bring a builder in? Do you bring the client and another builder comes in and builds a house and you just manage the project?
No.
No, we are
No.
the builders.
A&J actually is the builder of the home. We are the builder of from start to finish. You will be dealing
Okay.
with us. You'll be dealing with the customer, our employees. You'll be dealing with our contractor that works for us. You would
That's
not
important.
Be subcontracted. You would not be. We would not see our face and then we hand you to another builder. We're not the face of a company for someone else. We are the company.
Awesome.
And if you speak with any of our clients this far They are highly recommend us. We're open with communication, super honest and transparent about anything and everything that's going on with their build. We're working with them on a week. We keep them updated on a weekly basis on their construction status from the beginning of signing the contract all the way to the closing of the sale.
So that brings, you mentioned people liking your work and reviews and stuff. Are you guys, how do people find you? Do you have a website? Are you on social media?
Absolutely.
How do people find you?
We have a website, www.ajrealtygrp.com.
Okay.
We are on all the social media outlets. Instagram, we're A&J Builders Group. We're on Facebook with the same name, A&J Builders Group.
YouTube.
We have a YouTube channel, the same A&J Builders Group, and we also have a newsletter that goes out every 2 weeks to all of our subscribers to keep you updated on new lots that's coming available, new builds, the status of constructions, which area we're working in. It's a newsletter to keep you updated with A&J Builders Group.
Awesome. So, 2 quick questions. Number one, if I'm looking to build a home and I don't know where to go, and I go online, Great Builders in Sugar Land, and you guys pop up, and I call you, how does that first initial conversation go? What can someone that is never done this before, probably a little nervous, and doesn't know what to expect, how does that first conversation go with a client?
So generally what they always will talk to Alvina first. But what Alvina likes to do is, because she's so transparent, and that's what our customer stated from who just closed 2 days ago, what Alvina likes to do is find out exactly what you want, and before she gives you the next step, she actually plugs us in. So I can describe to you what you're gonna get. So we give you a step-by-step process from the start. We want you to know how long the build will be, what is the process, what is the stage of the build, what's the options you can have with your build.
We give you the expectations of your entire process from signing the contract all the way to the complete build. When we sit down with our clients, we give them a 16-week plan. From the time the concrete is poured, 16 weeks. Yeah. It's 120 days. Yeah. So we build our homes in 120 days. Yeah. So from the time we pour the concrete to 120 days, we complete the build.
It's only 4 months.
That's correct. So we built, the last one was 116 days. So
you beat the expectations.
We beat our expectations by 4 days.
And
wow.
The last client just told us, like, I want to meet your expectations. If I don't beat them, as long as I meet them, I feel like I've done my job. But both of my clients, they seem to tell me you exceeded our expectations. So, because most custom builders, if you sign with them in August, they're going to tell you to move next July or next August or the following September. They signed with us February and they live in their house right now.
Wow.
So,
and to give you an example of a custom build, our last clients built a cat closet and a man cave off of the garage. This is their perfect custom build.
What's the address?
and they
I'm gonna go hang out.
They have a lot of dogs and cats, and that is their kids, but they want what they wanted specifically for their.
Yeah, they spent a lot of money to make sure their pets. They have 4 dogs and 4 cats. A lot of they upgrades went through their animals and
their kids, their fur babies.
Yeah, so when they came, when people come through, they were like, "We have one question. What is this in this closet?" And we said, "Well, I'm like, the customer they want a cat closet." They're like, "Oh my gosh!" They look in there and they can see how they set up so they got their litter boxes going on the side of the wall, on both sides of the wall in there. And
that's just to let you know how custom we are.
We get to them. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much not anything you can't do.
No.
Awesome. So as we wrap up segment 1 of the podcast, last question. Well, second to last question, but last important one. Is there anything else that we haven't talked about today that you'd like anybody watching this podcast to know, either about A&J Builders, your real estate business, or you guys as a whole?
For me, I just want you guys to know that buying a home is never easy, but buying a home from someone you trust makes it a better process. And the first thing I would tell you guys is if you ever was to choose A&J Builders, we would be transparent with you from day one. We probably will be one of the most consistent builders that you'll come across with pricing, with energy, with Alvina. She most definitely will keep you 100% on top of giving you all the best quality material, all the best notes. I mean, we argue about the type
Yes,
of
we
product
do.
that she puts out, and to her defense, they always come out to be the best way, and you're getting some great, and you could become a family. So we become a family. We're not just builders. Once we sell your home, we don't disappear. We like to check in and make sure that everything is right. We stand by what we give you guys, and if you guys want to know that we.
And
What about you, Alvina?
what I would like to say is, you dream it, we can build it.
Yes.
Very nice. So this is the second time that I've met you guys. The first time we met over video conference.
Yes.
And I already feel like we have a great relationship.
We do. Yes.
Okay. So how does everybody get a hold of you?
Or they can either email at j.taylor@ajrealtygrp.com or call 832-986-0630.
Or you can go to contact us at our website at www.ajrealtygroupgrp.com.
All right. Phone number one more time.
832-986-0630.
You guys are the first builders I've ever interviewed on my podcast.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having
Great
us.
job. I work with a lot of builders, not personally, but through the title business, and you're the first builders I've ever interviewed. And I tell you what, talking with you guys and spending time with you versus spending time with the big box builders, completely different experience. So I'm going to highly recommend them. If you guys need a custom home on your land or on theirs, give them a call. Be happy to help you guys. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with segment number 2 of episode 112 of Kevin's Corner, Real Estate from a Marketing Perspective. You guys will be right back.
Have a good day.
Hey, everybody. This is Kevin, your host for Kevin's Corner, Real Estate from a Marketing Perspective. We are back with segment number 2 of episode 112. And this beautiful young lady sitting next to me, most of you guys probably know who she is. This is Teri Thompson with
Houston Real Estate Design.
Houston Real Estate Design. She is a real estate agent that's been around for quite a while, right?
Yes, sir.
So why don't we start off by telling everybody just a little bit about Teri from a personal perspective.
Okay. Well, I'm a native inside the Loop Houstonian, 4th generation. So I know close in Houston quite well. Like Kevin said, I am a real estate broker, can navigate, know all the nooks and crannies, and have grown up in this city and watched the city grow and know a ton of history about this city. Went to all the same schools as my parents. So no one has drifted very far away from home. I love what I do, and I have so much compassion for this city and all the roots and the history. And
So how long have you been a real estate agent?
I got my license in 2012. I should have done it a lot sooner. My mother was a real estate broker. Like I said, I grew up in this business, and my father was in construction, so I'm kind of a package deal, and I have a background in interior design, so it all just goes hand in hand and full circle. I can handle it all.
Nice. So tell everybody. So 2012.
Yes.
You've been basically for about 11 years, right? Is that the math right?
It seems like a longer than that. This is 25, Kevin. So
Well,
5
2012,
plus 8,
20,
13
13
years,
years.
yeah.
Okay. I never said I was a good math guy. Okay. So,
I am.
but so 13 years.
Yes.
What is your favorite part about being a real estate agent?
Just helping people out and helping them navigate the whole process, which can be overwhelming, and
Especially if it's your first
getting
deal.
getting them to the closing table, and just helping improve their lives.
So, do you prefer working with buyers or sellers, or does it matter? Every agent's got their
Yeah, it
favorites.
doesn't really matter, but since day one, if you had to label me, I am a listing agent.
Mm-hmm.
And many of my clients, I do both sides of their transactions. We sell their property and I find them a
Another
new.
one, right?
Yes, yes.
Awesome. Are you, since you've been an agent and in the industry for 13 years, because my math is correct now, have you ever sat on a board of anything? You've been a member
Oh,
of?
yes, sir. From the very beginning, in 2012, I got my Certified International Property Specialist designation through NAR, and
What does that mean?
the National Association of
No.
Realtors.
The certificate.
CIPS.
What does that mean?
Through the years, I mean, Houston is a melting pot. I work with a lot of international clients as well, but just being in that international arena, and I have been on with HAR on we changed the name. It used to be the International, but it's the Global Advisory Group. So I'm on that committee for HAR, and we meet about 5 times a year and meet with different consulates, et cetera, and are always just very heavily involved. And as well as there's a lot of several agents on our board that travel, and they're working with different resorts, et cetera, overseas in Mexico, Belize, Panama, et cetera. But I work with incoming international or local international that buy a lot of property. So
Okay. And
I have other designations too, but
this is only a 15-minute podcast.
we got to be quick.
There you go. So you're kind of like a mentor, okay, for incoming agents. You've got a lot of experience and things like that. So tell everybody, give the person that's thinking about being a real estate agent or has just become one, your best advice.
I am a huge advocate for education and stay on top of this game. There's not a week that goes by that I am not in some class or webinar, always learning, but know all the rules and the ins and outs, because it is very frustrating and disheartening when you're in a transaction and you're working with an agent that doesn't know the rules of this game. I mean, all the paperwork involved, and it's very important. So stay on top of your game, and it's out there. If you want to learn it, it's available.
Yeah, she even comes to some of my classes.
Some, a lot,
She
a
comes
lot.
to a lot, yeah.
Because Kevin teaches,
Yeah.
which is very rare.
Yeah. Most people know that about me, but we're
Yeah.
not talking about me. We're talking
I
about
know, but
you. But thank you.
he's the aficionado in this game.
I had a question and you just made me lose the
You
question.
have others. You
I
can
have
think of
others.
other ones.
Okay, so I know what it was. If I'm looking for a real estate of any kind, I'm either trying to buy something or trying to sell something, lease something, invest in something, and I go online or I go wherever I go to find a real estate agent, and I come across you, and I contact you. What does the initial conversation look like if I'm reaching out to you for real estate?
More or less an introduction. They're certainly allowed to interview me and see if I know what I'm talking about, but with them, their needs, their criteria, what, if they've honed in on a certain area and, their budget, what they're willing to work with, if they're selling, their time frame, where do they need to go? Just
Be very transparent about what their expectations
very transparent, and all their needs and criteria, whether they're selling or they need to buy, because you have to have a starting point. You can't just be all over the map.
Now, whether they're buying or selling, if they need if there are things that they need in that process, whether it be an inspection or a mortgage company or whatever,
I am
you
the
have
quarterback.
you have all
I'm
that.
the leader of the team. I have great partners, whether it's phenomenal mortgage brokers, inspectors, you know, foundation
Title
repairs. Yeah, sorry, Kevin. And for sure, title
was
companies.
waiting, and she
Oh,
didn't
I'm
do it.
sorry. I glossed right over that. Excuse me. So, my mistake. But like I said, I work with great people, the full circle, the whole team, and my job is to get them to the closing table.
As
with
smoothly as possible.
Great
Title.
escrow officers and a great leader of the ship at the title company. So,
Speaking of escrow officers, hi Caitlin, how you doing?
yes, Caitlin, she's fabulous. She's done quite a few transactions for my clients.
So let's kind of take a left or a right turn, depending
Okay.
on what side of the table you're on, and talk a little bit about marketing. So I know you and I are currently doing a every 2-week thing or 3-week thing. I'm helping you with your marketing and everything. But prior to that, you've been around for 13 years. What have you been doing to generate business and get your name out there?
I, being a native and so well established, you know, that wonderful sphere of influence and all the networks and organizations I'm involved in, I'm very old school, just referrals and just word of mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And so Kevin's trying to get me to up my game.
Yeah, we're currently meeting every 2 weeks so I can show her how to use social media and CRM. And
I'm old school, and
Yeah.
he's trying to prod me to the other side to jump on in,
well, if you want
get
to,
updated.
if you want to work with people that aren't within your sphere, you have to get yourself out there so they can know who you are. Otherwise, you'll
Exactly.
never meet those people.
No, everybody doesn't know me, so
Well,
I'm just a big referral person and word of mouth. I mean, I refer people like crazy for anything,
mhm.
and you know, in return, I expect that back, and that's just how I've always worked.
Are you? Do you have a website?
I do. I've had a website since day one. I'm
What's the URL?
updating that too.
Okay, but how do they? What's the website address?
Houston Real Estate Design.
Okay, and then are you on social media?
Kind of, sorta. I am, but I
That's why she's coming to see
yes,
me.
that's what Kevin's helping. I have all of them, but I never touch any of them. Let's just put it that way.
Okay, but she's going
They're
to
there,
be.
but they're stagnant. They're
she's,
very stagnant.
She's going to be. So,
Yes.
which social media platforms are you on?
LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram.
And she's going to have a Google My Business
Oh,
page
well, definitely.
and a YouTube channel.
Yes. I've always had those. I've just never done anything with them. So
If I was to ask you, out of all the things that you're not doing to promote your business, name one thing that you are going to be doing in the future.
work in social media. I'm going to have YouTube videos, very educational YouTube videos, because I'm a huge advocate of that and helping
you're a
people
huge-
out.
You want everybody else to get an education. You have 13 years of experience. You can help educate people.
And I help agents all the time. Everybody calls me for everything.
Right.
I
So-
need an inspector. Who do I call? I need this. How do I take care of this? And I mean, these are even other brokers call me to ask me questions.
So why not put that information in the form of video so you can educate the public
It's on my list.
The-
All those questions.
at the top of that list?
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely.
So her answer to my question is she's going to be all over in the next 6 months. All right, she's going to see her everywhere.
Kevin's gonna just make me be out there.
Yeah, you're gonna
Exhaust
see
me.
her
He's
everywhere. Well, I won't say she fights me, but she questions a lot of what I ask her to do.
really?
Yeah, you do. You know,
Oh,
why do
that's
I need
not
to do that?
intentional.
Are you sure I need to do that? What's the point of that? But she's going to do it.
That's right.
She's going to get out there, and
Kevin's gonna force me to do it. Let's
you're
just
gonna-
put it that way.
You'll see her out. You'll see her everywhere. So, as we wrap up the podcast, let's tell everybody what is one thing about yourself or your business that we haven't mentioned yet on the podcast
Okay.
that you want everybody to know?
Okay, definitely. Well, first of all, I give outstanding customer service. I am full circle. I will do what it takes. Hold your hand, lead you every step of the way, get you plugged in, and great reputation. And once again, just very old school. I'm very thorough and detail oriented. So, I mean, I've always believed in customer service and treating people above and beyond.
I've been working with real estate agents since 2014, so 2 years after you got your initial license.
Yeah, and I met you prior to you being in the title business.
Yeah.
Through some of his classes, his former career.
Yeah, and the reason why I bring this up is because for 11 years I've worked with a lot of agents from all over the spectrum, and there's something to say about someone that has experience like you do. So if you're a real estate agent out there that is with a brokerage and you don't feel like you're getting a lot of support, or you are with a brokerage that is a great brokerage but you're kind of on your own and you need help, or maybe you just want to talk about an idea or something you have.
I meet agents all the time
Yeah.
just for coffee, and we chat and
Yeah.
brainstorm. And
So Teri's got a lot of knowledge. She's got a lot of experience. If you are looking to buy, sell, lease, or invest, she can help you with that as well. How does everybody get a hold of you?
very easily, as Kevin says, I'm going to be on everything, but my website, Houston Real Estate Design, my email, Teri@HoustonRealEstateDesign.com, my phone number, 713-623-6165. So just look me up. I'm on HAR. You can always just plug my name into HAR and I'll pop up. And I'd love to chat with you, or any way I can help you out.
Phone number one more time.
713-623-6165.
Well, guys, this is Teri Leigh Thompson. She's an excellent real estate agent with a lot of experience. And she's got a lot of vendor partners that she works with.
Definitely.
There's not anything that she probably cannot handle that you come to her with, whether you buy, sell, lease, or invest. So give her a call. You will not be disappointed. Phone number one more time.
713-623-6165.
Teri Leigh Thompson, everybody. Thanks, guys. This is the conclusion of episode 112, Kevin's Corner, Real Estate from a Marketing Perspective. I always have to make sure and end the podcast by thanking Jennifer Smitas, Mike Snyder, Caitlin Cornick, Devaney Devon, Van Wynn, Gracie Lagos, and Melissa Crusoe, our escrow officers, and everybody that works with us at both of my offices in Sugar Land, in Richmond. If it wasn't for them, I couldn't do the podcast. Like I always say, if you're an agent or a vendor that operates in the Fort Bend County area and you watch the podcast and you want to be on, call me, 832-654-0527. And if you're out there and you need title and you're not using Stewart Title, I will find out and I will sick Teri on you. Okay, guys?
He will find you.
You have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.